Having troubles telling how I feel, but I can dance. Couldn't possibly tell you.
Alrighty, here's number 2. We're going to show that y of t is equal to 4 over 5 cosine t plus 8 over 5 sine t plus ce to the negative 1/2 t is a general solution of this ordinary differential equation here. Okay, so what we're going to do in order to prove that it's a general solution is basically just take this guy, this whole function on top, this y of t, and we're going to take it along with its derivatives, any derivatives we might need. So in this case, we'll need its first derivative along with the original equation, right? And then we're going to plug it in and see if this equation is satisfied, okay? So we already have our normal y, right? This is the whole normal y. This is equal to y. And we need a y prime, right? So let's find y prime. So y prime is like our y prime of t. And we're just going to take the first derivative of everything we see here. So the first derivative is going to be 4 over 5 times a negative sine t. So negative 4 over 5 times sine t. And then we have plus 8 over 5 times a positive cosine t. And then here we'll have negative 1/2. That comes from the chain rule. C is a constant, e to the negative 1/2 t still. Okay, so we get this for our first derivative, and what we're going to do with this guy, this is equal to our y prime, right? So now we have our y prime, this whole long thing, and we have our y, which is this whole long thing, and we just have t, which is just going to be a t anyways. Alright, so let's plug that in. We have y prime, we're going to do that first, so negative 4 over 5 sine t plus 8 over 5 cosine t minus 1/2 c times e to the negative 1/2 t. Okay, so all of this thing that I'm putting in parentheses right now, that is our y prime. This is going in this spot here, okay? And then we're going to plug in, because we're plugging these things into our ODE, right? I'll draw an arrow here. This is our ODE, which we're plugging it into. So this is this whole thing, like I said, is our y prime. And then we're going to add to it half of half, and the half comes from the ODE formula, right, or the equation. So half of y. So y, we're going to go back to our original equation, which is 4 over 5 cosine t plus 8 over 5 of times sine t plus c times e to the 1/2 t. So that's that part. We finished this, and then we're going to equal that to 2 times cosine t, which again comes from our ODE here. Okay, so now all we have to do is just prove that both of these sides are in fact equal, okay? So this is kind of like a question mark right now. We don't know if they're equal yet. So let's work out the left side. That's all we have to simplify here. So we have a, let's see what we have. Okay, so this is going to be, I'm just going to rewrite the first part. So negative 4 over 5 sine t plus our 8 over 5 of times cosine t minus 1/2 of times c times e to the negative 1/2 t. Okay, so I just rewrote all of y prime, because now what I'm going to do is just distribute this 1/2 inside of our y terms, right? So now we have plus, and this will be 1/2 times 4 over 5 is a 2 over 5 now, so 2 over 5 cosine t. And then this is going to be plus 4 over 5 sine t, and plus 1/2 times c times e to the negative 1/2 t. And still, again, we have this, we're questioning whether it is equal to the right side, okay? So now let's simplify what's on our left side here. We can see that these are like terms because they both have a c times e to the 1/2 t behind them, and they cancel out, in fact, right? Because we have a negative one here and a positive one here. Okay, and then as for the other terms, we're going to combine those. We do see that our sine t terms cancel out, negative 4 over 5 and positive 4 over 5. And then we're left with the cosine terms, which are 8 over 5 plus 2 over 5, which gives us 10 over 5 cosine t, which we can simplify as a 2 cosine t. So this was the left side, right? Or correct. And then, so this is in fact equal to whatever was on the right side, which was 2 times cosine of t. So we've just verified or shown that our original y of t was a general solution of this ODE on top, which is now boxed and circled so many times you can barely see it. Okay? Alrighty, so we finished that problem.